When we look at air quality in New York City, we've got a big problem. We have not been in compliance for many, many years. Kids in New York City have too high a rate of asthma and respiratory diseases, much higher than the rest of the nation. When we look at the underlying causes of the lack of air quality in our city, one of the key things that stands out is our taxi cab fleet. A number of years ago, we investigated as to why we're driving all these Crown Victorias across the city as taxi cabs. We found out that it was a regulation in the taxi code that required these taxi drivers to drive something like a Crown Victoria. A number of people got together, myself and David Yaski in particular, and we said, let's change this law. Let's make it so that taxi drivers can actually buy and drive hybrid cars. Cars that would both save them money and be better for the environment and air quality in our city. We're here at Pram, and he's a taxi driver for 19 years. Was driving a Crown Victoria before our program, and now driving, as you can see, a hybrid car. Do you have a lot of friends who are taxi drivers who also drive the hybrid car?
Yeah, everybody, my all friends, they have the hybrid car.
They have the hybrid car.
They love it.
They love it?
They love it.
How much do you think you save every year?
6,000-7,000, more than 6,000.
Yeah, every year.
Yeah, every year.
That's great. Before with the Crown Victoria, about how much would it cost to fill up a tank? About $60?
If I do the 12-hour shift, it's go like 50, 55 bucks.
And now with the hybrid, if you work also 11-hour shift, about how much
like
money?
$13,
$13. Instead of $50, $55, $13, $14. Wow, that's a big savings.
Yeah.
Cabbies are small businesses. Pram owns this vehicle. He runs his own small business. And so this is very meaningful, right to the bottom line, for taxi drivers and for taxi owners like Pram, where he is able to save so much money and increase his livelihood so significantly. Championing the program to change out our taxi cabs from the old Crown Victoria to the hybrids that you see here was so meaningful. It's meaningful because our New York City taxi cabs are iconic. They're known throughout the world. We're the greatest city on earth, and we need to be the leader in programs like this. Within a matter of a few years after we passed the program here, dozens of cities around the world followed us in our leading program. To me, being born in Brooklyn, growing up in New York City, I want to see us have the most sustainable city possible, a city where we have clean air, clean water, we have great transportation, where we offer the best services across the city in the most sustainable fashion. I knew that we had to go from Crown Victorias and old clunkers into the future, into hybrids and electrics. And I'm very proud of the fact that we made that happen in a very short time frame, and now so many people benefit from that. The taxi drivers benefit because they save so much money on fuel. We all benefit here in New York City with lower rates for our taxi cabs, and of course, cleaner air for ourselves, for our families, and for our kids.